Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Um, Today we're gonna do like a mood reading vlog because last month I kind of slumped a little bit, and to start the month of May off, I just want to read whatever I want to. I am gonna try to stick to my TBR because I'm kind of determined this month to finish it because there's a lot of good books on there, and I want to be able to finish like at least one TBR that I make for the year. So we're gonna start the month off with Scorpion and the Night Blossom. This is one of my fairy loot books, and I'm like 60 or so pages in. This is the first book that I've read that the author, the characters, the setting are all Asian. So that's kind of fun. That's new for me, and so far it's pretty good. So you're following, and I think you say her name, An Ying. You're following An Ying, and her mother is sick. And there is what you call the immortality trials, where you travel to the immortal lands, the immortal realm, and there's a competition that you go through, and whoever wins gets a pill that grants immortality. And so she's wanting to go win these trials so that she can get that pill for her mom. That's all I know so far. I'm 62 pages in, and not so bad so far. So I'm going to keep reading that tonight. We'll see how far I get into it. I hope I'll get it. Also, can we appreciate how pretty the Fairy Loot edition is of this book? It's beautiful. So it's Sunday night, and I've been reading The Scorpion and the Night Blossom, and I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, I am, I'm 231 pages in, and it's entertaining, yeah, but I'm also like finding myself not really caring like where the story goes. Like I'm gonna finish it because it's only I got like 150 pages left. But like you read fantasy sometimes and it's like, okay, yeah, like this is a cool concept, but could it have been done better? Yes. I think it's romantasy, maybe. I don't know if it is or not. If it is like considered romantasy, the romance part is like very, very small and not that great, really. I have finished The Scorpion and the Night Blossom. I don't have very many thoughts about this book. Um, I'm going to give it 3 stars. It just wasn't that great. Like, it was entertaining, and that was about it. It was entertaining. The romance, to me personally, was subpar. Um, the trials were pretty cool. The magic system was cool. I did like reading like an Asian fantasy, I guess is what you call it. Um, it was a little hard because all of the names are Chinese, but I did my best. This is going to be a duology, and I think I said this while I was reading it that I don't see myself reading the next book, and I'm going to stick by that. I I'm just not interested. Like, the book was entertaining, but I kept finding that I didn't really care what was happening. Like, I didn't care if she won the trials. I didn't care if she got the immortal pill. I just didn't care, which was kind of sad, but I read it, and now I know. So, yeah. So since that was on a physical book, I came home from work and finished it. And then while I was at work, I read Bloody Heart by Sophia Lark, which is also on my TBR. And I think I'm 42% in, and it's pretty good. It's a second chance romance, and those just aren't really my favorite, but I think because, like, this is the fourth book in the series, and I already love, like, the families that they're about, that I'm going to love it no matter what. But so far, it's pretty good. There were some moments today while I was reading that I was getting very infuriated at the situation that the couple was being put in. But it's going to be fine. So I'm probably going to continue that. Maybe finish it tomorrow. So I finished Bloody Heart at work today, and I gave it 4 stars. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, just because they're not like these spectacular masterpieces of literature or anything. They're just entertaining mafia romances. This one is the 4th book in the Brutal Birthright series, and it's a second chance romance. Second chance romances typically aren't my thing, but I really enjoyed this one. So if you like second chance romance and mafia romances, then I think you'd like this book. The series is like interconnected, standalone, so you don't have to read the first ones to read this one, but I recommend reading them in order just because it's 2 families, and so it's keeping up with like the plot of what's going on. So if you don't read the other one, you're not going to know any of the side characters, you're not going to know what has happened in the past. So anyway, I'm not real sure what I'm going to read next. I can't really figure out what I'm in the mood for. Part of me kind of wants to read a fantasy, and then another part of me also wants to read Frederick Bachman's new book, My Friends, I think is what it's called. So I don't know what to do, because I really want to read his new book, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for something that deep. Or if I want to read a fun little romance, or a fantasy. Because I kind of want to read Heavenly Bodies, because I really want to read that book. Lots of people are talking about it, and they're saying that it's so good. But then I also want to read The City of Gods and Monsters, the other fantasy that was on my TBR for the month. And that one's long, so I kind of want to, like, get that one done with, because I'm determined to finish my TBR this month. Determined. I don't know what I'm going to pick. So I decided to read My Friends by Frederick Bachman. I am 22% in, and I am loving it so far. But today I have things to do. I'm going to paint my front door. So I downloaded it on audiobook. So we're going to listen to it while I do my front door. page 300 of My Friends. My physical copy came in today from Book of the Month, so I've already started annotating it from what I had annotated on my Kindle. And I'm loving this book. Loving it. I don't think that there is a book that Frederick Hoffman has written that I won't like, but I'm really, really liking this one. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish it tonight because I still have like 140 pages left, but I should finish it tomorrow morning. So I'm going to read some more. Good morning. It's the next morning. I have my coffee and I'm about to read more of the Frederick Hoffman's book. I am 352 pages in, so I've got a little less than 100 pages left, so I'm going to try to finish that this morning. I am having a great time reading this book. Frederick Hoffman just has a very unique writing style. It's kind of outlandish. His characters are weird, but very relatable. And his stories, I'm like laughing out loud on one page and then crying on the next. And those are the kind of books I like. I like ones that make me feel something and make me laugh. So I'm going to finish this and then I'll let you guys know. So I finished My Friends by Frederick Hoffman, and it was probably the easiest 5-star read that I have had in a very long time. It was just beautiful. Frederick Hoffman's writing is different than other authors. He has a very unique way that he tells stories, and the majority of the time it's kind of outlandish. His characters are absolutely outlandish, but they're human, and they're relatable, and they're hilarious. One page I would be laughing out loud, and the next one would have tears running down my cheeks because he has this perfect balance of talking about the hard things like grief and the hardships of life, but putting in the good things like laughter and love and family and friends, and that's what life is like pretty much. And he has just a very good way of portraying that in his stories, and that's why I love him so much. If you have not read a Frederick Hoffman book, I think that this one would be a good one to start with, because A Man Called Ove and Anxious People are really good, but they're a little different. Like, their characters are a little extra outlandish, kind of. Beartown, is a trilogy, and it's a lot deeper, heavier than this one, I would think. But, this one is a standalone. It is finished. Once you're done, and it was beautiful. So I highly recommend reading this one. I'm already wanting to reread it, and I just finished it, but maybe in the fall, or maybe next year I can do that. But
pretty much, if Frederick Bachman writes it, I'm going to read it. I don't even need to know what it's about. I'm going to read it. We ended this video with a great book. But that's all I've got for today's video, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!